What's up guys and welcome to part 36 of What If Kurama gave Naruto a dojutsu. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and on my second channel Anime King 2 I post a new episode of What If Naruto was the next stage of Sixth Path, so go ahead and check it out and enjoy. And I also post a new episode of What If Naruto got a new bloodline, so check that out as well. And on this channel, I recently post a new episode of What If Tsunade was Naruto's mother, so go and enjoy that before you start this one. So yeah, if you guys are new and this is the first time you're hearing my voice, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join the Anime King family and be a part of the channel. And thank you for all of your support and help. And also go ahead and check out my second channel, Anime King 2, where you can enjoy lovely what ifs over there as well. And comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into this. Last time we left off, Naruto went on a date with Hana as he got to know her better. After that, it was time for Naruto to face off against Akira. As Naruto faced off against Akira, the first of the match was easy as Naruto was able to knock back Akira pretty quickly until Akira came out back as he had curse markings all over his body. As Naruto wondered when did Orochimaru get to him? When did he get the curse mark? But because this was a clan event, no one could really do anything right now, so Naruto just has to focus on winning the battle. So the last time we left off, Naruto ran through hand signs and he slammed his hand on the ground and cried out, "Burning sand, multiple sand spears." So yeah guys, that was the last part we left off. You guys can switch across to the playlist and check out the other parts for yourself and enjoy. So let's start this new episode. Naruto sends sand spears towards Akira and Kidomaru. The both of them manage to escape out of the sand spear barrage as they flipped onto the ground. "Not bad, brat," Akira said as he ran through hand signs of his own, as Naruto locked eyes on his hand signs. "Fire style, divine judgment," Akira yelled as he sent fire at Naruto. Kasumi jumped behind Naruto as Naruto added chakra to his fist as he then shocked everyone when he slammed his fist into the ground and cried out, "Burning sand shield," as the sand along with a huge rock came out of the ground as it blocked the fire, as Naruto could feel the heat of the fire against the sand and the rock as he was on the other side. "How are you hanging, Naruto?" the Kyuubi asked him in thought, as Naruto was pumping chakra into his sand to keep it up. He then grinned. "This might be tough, Kyuubi. Also, the curse mark is making him move faster than before. Also, the sand is draining my chakra. Well, thanks to my reserves and your chakra, I'll be fine. But if I keep using it, I will run out soon," Naruto said. Naruto thought as he could just win with the Amaterasu, but he doubted that Akira will give him the time to lock eyes on his body, and since Naruto wasn't so fully mastered yet with the Amaterasu, he wasn't so perfect at using it. "Alright Naruto, you remember a while ago when I told you about another feature about the dojutsu?" asked the Kyuubi. Naruto raised an eyebrow as he thought back. Flashback. "So, I don't have to shut my eyes each time I switch between bloodlines?" Naruto asked. The Kyuubi shook her head no. "No you don't. But there's another feature to your dojutsu that you will love, but I can't tell you it now." "What is it? Come on, I thought we didn't have secrets." "No Naruto, I can't tell you now," she said. End of the flashback. Naruto widened his eyes as he remembered. He wanted to know for a long time, but it slipped his mind. Now, she was finally ready to tell him. "So, what is it, Kyuubi?" Naruto asked, as he wanted to know before he dropped his sand. "Keep in mind, Naruto, that it takes a large amount of chakra to do, but you will be fine." "Now then, do you know what bloodlines you have copied so far?" she asked him. Naruto raised an eyebrow as he tried to remember. As he thought about it, Haku's ice, Kakashi's Sharingan, Neji's Byakugan, Gaara's San, and Inuzaka fighting technique. Yeah, I know them, so what is that important here? Naruto asks as the Kyuubi grin. Well, Naruto, focus on two particular bloodlines that you want to use. Your Shinsei Nagan will activate. Alright, Naruto said as he had on his Shinsei Nagan, as he then formed the Ice Senbon. You mean if I had my Shinsei Nagan activated, I can use two bloodlines at once? The Kyuubi just grinned. That's right, it will take a lot out of you the first time, but as you use this feature over and over, your body will come comfortable with the rapid change of bloodlines. Now, go and get him, Naruto, the Kyuubi said, as she then cut the connection. Kasumi, until I say so, I want you to stay out of the fight for a bit. Kasumi's eyes widened as she shook her head no. No, Naruto, I can fight just fine, she said, but Naruto simply rubbed her head, making her blush. I know you can, Kasumi, but trust me on this, my control is not so good, so I don't want you to get hurt when I test it out, Naruto told her. Kasumi simply looked into his blue eyes as she bit her lower lip. She hated that she was so vulnerable to his eyes when he talked to her, but then she nodded. 30 minutes, Naruto, she said. I'll come back after that. As she walked to a vacant spot, Naruto thanked her as he watched his sand fall, as he saw Akira and Kidomaru glancing at him. Akira looked to see Kasumi walking off as he turned to Naruto with a scowl on his face. Are you trying to prove something, brat? Akira asked as he narrowed his eyes at Naruto. Naruto simply focused on the two bloodlines that he was wanting to use at the moment. Nah, I just don't want Kasumi to get hurt over something that has to do with me and you alone, Naruto said, as Akira raised an eyebrow at Naruto. He saw Naruto's mysterious smile and for some reason it pissed him off so much. But he have to admit, Naruto was right. Kidomaru, get back. I will take care of this boy myself, Akira said. Kidomaru didn't complain as he just jumped back away from Akira. Alright brat, it's just you and me now. I will make sure you know your place, Akira said, as the chakra around him get more dense, as everyone could feel the evil and malice intent. Bring it, Akira, I'll show you how serious I am about keeping the Inuzaka clan from your clutches, Naruto said to him. Akira then vanished in a flash, as he closed the distance between him and Naruto as he sent out a punch. Then try it, he said, as a punch was coming towards Naruto's face. But Naruto brought up the sand as Akira punched sand. But Akira didn't stop as he kept adding chakra to his fist, pulling into the sand trying to get through it. Naruto widened his eyes as he saw Akira's nails coming through his sand, as Naruto's Shinsei Nagan then flared. Time to see if this works, and with his one hand Naruto did a hand sign as he then stamped down on the dirt, finding the water in the area. Ice release, 100 needles of death, Naruto yelled, as countless water needles flashed at Akira as he quickly backflipped and dodged to the right to evade all of the strikes. Akira then threw a kunai at Naruto, but the sand easily blocked it. Alright, it works. So now I'll make you pay, Naruto said, as the sand creeped up around Akira's foot as it started to crawl up his body. As Naruto wrapped around Akira in sand and hoisted him in the air, making Akira shiver as he looked into Naruto's Shinsei Nagan eyes. Burning sand coffin, Naruto yelled out. Everyone watched. They gasped as they captured Akira, but the one that were most surprised was Hana and Tatsumi. Do it, Naruto, beat Akira. Mom, Naruto is going to win, Hana said as Tatsumi chuckled. Meanwhile, Sasuke was watching the match, but he clenched his teeth tighter and tighter as he realized the distance between him and Naruto. The blonde had surpassed him in almost everything, and he was getting sick of that. First it was this, and now Genma wouldn't send him on higher mission to test his power. Lastly, he was forbid from using the one source of power he felt he had. They all wanted to stop him, to keep him as the village's prize, stop him from getting his revenge. When Sasuke saw Akira fight with the curse mark, he suddenly realized the power that Konoha is hiding from him. Orochimaru was right. I gotta get out of here. If he can give me power, then I'll take it from his slippery hands. He might actually be useful to me, Sasuke said with a grin. That made Sakura and Ino looked at him with worry in their eyes. Back to the fight, Naruto used his hand as he tightened the sand, making Akira wince at the burning sand. It also made it worse that he was starting to get burn marks on over his body. Naruto then ran through one-handed hand sign as he then placed his hand on the ground. Ice release. Grave of the Ice Dragon, Naruto yelled, as the ground opened up and inside was nothing but ice spikes. Alright, give up Akira. I can drop you in this ice grave if I want to. Akira looked at Naruto and narrowed his eyes, but he then smirked. Akira then started to shake as his whole body was vibrating, and he then burst out of the sand as he flipped over and landed on the ground. You thought you've won, kid? As the curse mark started to spread all over his body, as his hair grew longer and his teeth started to get sharp, as his skin grew dark and his eyes turned into perfect slits. Time to die, Akira screamed out. Naruto looked at Akira, who looked more like an animal than a human being. Kasumi stood to her feet fast, but Naruto shook his head and told her to stay where she was, as she gritted her teeth, but Naruto looked at her as a look to say follow my order, as the molest chakra that was around Akira grew about 10 times in size, as everyone could feel the thickness of the chakra and the evilness coming from it. Great. One more problem after another. What exactly did Orochimaru give him? Was it that hiki that he wanted to give me one time? Naruto wondered, as Akira then talked. Well, brat, are you ready to fight? Naruto then looked up at Akira. Just one question, Naruto asked, as Akira gritted his teeth. Really? A question? What is that? Asked Akira. Where did you get that hiki? Naruto asked, as everyone got a blank look on their face and their sweat dropped. Leave it to Naruto to make a situation less serious by asking a question like that, as everyone around started to laugh. Akira gritted his teeth as he growled at Naruto. What does it matter where I got this? You will be gone soon enough. Akira then gritted his teeth as he then disappeared in a burst of speed as he appeared in front of Naruto, as Naruto gasped as he was sent flying back as he slammed into a tree trunk. Damn, that hurt, Naruto said as he held on to his stomach. Akira appeared in front of him and kicked him across the field before Naruto could react. Akira then appeared before Naruto could hit the wall as he grabbed onto Naruto's jacket and flipped him straight up in the air. Reverse passing Fang, Akira yelled as he flew up in the air in a spinning motion and came down on Naruto hard as he hit Naruto in the stomach, sending Naruto's body flying down to the ground. Naruto, Hana yelled out as Tatsumi clenched her fists and gritted her teeth. She wanted to move, but she couldn't. The dust settled as Akira walked up to Naruto as Naruto was lying on the ground motionless. That's the difference between you and me, brat, Akira said. Kasumi quickly widened her eyes as she rushed towards Naruto as his clothes were all torn up and he didn't look good at all. Naruto! 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 Are you alright? Kasumi asked as Naruto slowly opened his eyes as he then turned and looked at Akira. Akira, you bastard! I am not done with you yet, Naruto said as Akira turned his head and scoffed. Hana and Tatsumi smiled as they looked at Naruto as he got up to his feet as Kiba cheered for Naruto. Still trying to act tough, huh? Akira said, and with his quick speed he grabbed Naruto by the throat as he kicked Kasumi away. Naruto's Shinsei Nagan flared as Akira brought Naruto close to him. "What is that look for?" Akira asked, as Naruto then whispered, "You're done," as he then made a mental link with Kurama. "Kyuubi, I need your chakra, not a lot, just a little." "If it is only a little, then fine, Naruto," the Kyuubi said to him. "I am done? I am done," Akira asked, as he was holding on to Naruto by the throat. Naruto then raised his hand as he slammed his fist into Akira's face, sending Akira flying back into a tree, as Naruto felt all of his chakra results full up back. Akira coughed as he looked at Naruto. There was now a distance between them. "So, you still have some fight left, huh?" Akira said as he cracked his knuckles. "But I will still end this in another shot," Akira said as he got back to his feet. The both of them then charged at each other in incredible speed as the crowd looked on, as the both of them were about to collide. Some of them closed their eyes at what would happen for the two fighters. "It's over, brat!" Akira yelled as Akira swung his fist, but Naruto vanished. As Naruto kicked him in the back, as Naruto used a Harishin, as he already placed his markers all over the place. Naruto then used the chakra boost as he sped off, as he then slammed his hand into Akira's chest with a palm, sending Akira flying back to the wall. As Naruto then appeared in front of Akira, as Akira was shocked. "How did he get in front of me?" But Naruto placed a seal on Akira, as Naruto already had a Rasengan in hand. "Rasengan!" Naruto yelled as he slammed it into Akira's stomach. Akira was sent down into the ground, but Naruto wasn't finished yet, as he then held out both hands. Rasengan! He plummeted a double Rasengan into Akira's back, who had fell on his back, as Naruto intended for him to stay down, as there was a huge dust as the debris and everything. "So that is why he wanted my chakra. Naruto, you're so reckless," thought the Kyuubi, as the Harishin took a lot of chakra. "Well, that's my son. He's just like his father," Kushina said as she watched Naruto. It took a while, but the dust finally cleared, as everyone saw Naruto standing over Akira, as the curse mark receded into his body as he was back to normal. But Naruto didn't use a full form Rasengan. That is why he used a double Rasengan at the end. He held back on the power, so he wouldn't kill Akira. "But I think I overdid it," Naruto said, as he then passed out. Tsunade grinned as she walked up to the two unconscious. "The winner is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. He won the fight," Tsunade declared. "Naruto won? Naruto won!" Hana yelled as she jumped up, as Kiba also yelled as they ran over to Naruto. "Nice going, man, you really showed him," Kiba said to the unconscious Naruto, as everyone else crowded them, as everyone was cheering him all along. 5 hours later, sunset. Naruto opened his eyes slowly as he looked around the room that he was in. The last thing he remembered was knocking Akira out with his double Rasengan, as it really worked out better than he planned. But that Harishin still took a lot of chakra out of him. Naruto then slowly stood up in the bed as he saw some of his torn clothes in the chair. He was out of his normal clothes and was wearing just his boxers and his white t-shirt. He saw everything was fine, but his swords were gone. He put on his pants as he then went downstairs. "I wonder where everyone is. I passed out before I heard if I won," Naruto said to himself as he walked down the stairs to see light on. When he came down, he saw lots of people talking, as one person looked at him and grinned. "Hey everyone, look who is up," said Kiba, as everyone turned and started to clap. As Hana then rushed towards Naruto and gave him a hug. "Naruto, you're up," said Hana. "Well, not for long," Naruto said, as Hana then let him go and blushed. "Sorry about that, I was just worried about you," Hana said. as Naruto smiled. We were all worried, Tsunade said as she offered Naruto a drink. Naruto looked at the cup as he took it and quickly drank it, making people laugh. By the way, where are my swords? Naruto asked. Oh, sorry about that, Naruto, Kiba said as he pointed outside as he saw Tenten looking at the swords with gleam in her eyes. Naruto's sweat dropped. He then sighed. Forget about it, Kiba. So where's Akira? Naruto asked as everyone quieted down. As Tatsumi then spoke, he was banished from the clan a short while ago. I told him to tell me the origin of that curse mark. At first he refused, but then Ango gladly tell me it was from Orochimaru. So I not only banned him for danger in the clan, but also for dealing with an S-rank criminal, and also he has been placed under arrest by Konoha. Since the clan matters are over right now. I see, said Naruto as he looked at the ground. And for a while there was some silence, but Kushina then spoke up. However, Naruto, if you ever do nothing like that again, that saps so much of your chakra, putting you so close into danger, I will hurt you myself, Kushina said, making Naruto chuckle. As Tatsumi then squeezed his cheek. I am with her, Naruto. Don't do that again, she said, as she then let them go, making Naruto rub his red cheek. Alright, got it, Naruto said. So, where's the food? He asked with a big smile. As Naruto started to eat, as he saw some of the others around, but Sasuke wasn't there and Sakura was gone also. He thought that Sasuke left, taking her with him, since she followed him around, like some kind of lapdog or something like that. As he saw Fu talking with the other Genins. Hey, Kiba, where's Kasumi? Naruto asked as he finished his plate. Kiba then pointed to the woods. She left about an hour ago. She was kind of sad and seemed like she didn't want to be with anyone, so we let her be alone. And we didn't know what was wrong, said Kiba. What? Naruto said. Alright, I'll go find her. Thanks. As Naruto started to walk off, but Tenten stopped him. Naruto, where did you get these swords? Tenten asked him. Naruto could tell her, but would she believe that he got his fire sword from someone who didn't know the value, and his wind sword from a raging storm, and his lightning sword from an S-rank missing nin? I find them, Naruto answered, as Tenten raised an eyebrow. But before she could say anything, Naruto ran off, leaving a confused Tenten. Kasumi, Naruto said as he was now in the forest, as he called out looking for Kasumi. Where are you? Naruto asked. Naruto then turned on his Byakugan as he activated and looked through the forest. He then saw Kasumi about half a mile up as he went back into his normal eyes as he then went off to find her. Meanwhile, Kasumi sighed as she looked up at the moon in the sky. She wanted to be with Naruto and check up on him, but something stopped her from going. She headed out to be in the woods to try and think, but that didn't help at all. So she just sit in the grass and look up at the sky. Hey, Kasumi, said Naruto as he found her. Kasumi turned as she gave Naruto a small smile. Naruto, you're up. I am glad, she said, as Naruto walked up to her. Is there something you need to talk about? Naruto asked, as Kasumi narrowed her eyes. As she then get up and faced Naruto with her head down. It's something I want to think on my own, Naruto. As she then started to walk off on her own. As Naruto turned around to allow her to think. But he then snapped to his senses. He was never one to allow people on their own when they're sad. When he turned around, she has gone a distance away. As Naruto started to follow her, as Kasumi then sighed, she knew Naruto wouldn't leave her alone if something was wrong. But he didn't have to keep following her. So what is it, Kasumi? Naruto asked, as Kasumi eyebrow twitched as she continued to walk. As Naruto had his smile on his face same way. But Kasumi just kept on walking as she started to walk a bit faster. As it continued like this for about 5 minutes. Until Naruto grabbed her left hand, surprising her. Kasumi, tell me what's wrong, Naruto said. as his smile was gone and a look of concern was on his face. Kasumi simply bit her lower lip as she looked down to the ground, but Naruto cuffed her face as he brought it up back. As she tightened her fists, she then pushed away his hands and she jumped on his shirt as she was almost crying. Naruto, tell me, why did you fight without me? I know that Kidomaru was out, but it was a one-on-one battle. But why? Why did you tell me to stay back? She asked. Kasumi, as Naruto did not know what to say. Is it because you thought I would get hurt or get in the way? I was just fighting fine, so why did you take me out? Kasumi asked, as she was still clenching onto Naruto's shirt. No, Kasumi, you could never get in my way, Naruto told her. Then why? Why didn't you let me fight? I was there when you fought that A-rank missing Nin. I was there when you fought Gaara, and those sound shinobis. So why? Why didn't you let me finish this fight? I guess I was scared, Naruto told her. Out of all the things she think, that wasn't one of them, as she stared into his eyes as he wrapped her into a hug. What were you scared of? Kasumi asked him. I was scared that I would lose you, Kasumi. I never forgot about that mission with the Sound Shinobi, who had the curse mark as well. And that day, I thought that I would lose you. Kasumi then kissed Naruto on the lip, surprising him, but he leaned into it as he saw a smile on her face. Alright, now let's go back. I am sure the others are worried about you. As her smile then disappeared. Naruto, do you think it's wrong for me to love you? Kasumi asked, making Naruto raise an eyebrow at her. He wondered what brought up this question. Kidomaru said my love for you was sick. Some of the other members felt this way as well. Naruto, do you think it's weird for us to be together? Kasumi asked, as Naruto gave her a small smile. Tell me, Kasumi, do you think it's weird for you to love me? Naruto asked her, as Kasumi stared at him, as she wasn't sure how to answer that. As she then spoke, No, Naruto, I am not sure. As Naruto looked up at the moon as he then chuckled. Kasumi, did you remember the day that you actually changed into that form? Naruto asked her, as Kasumi looked at her human body and nodded. I could never forget that day, Naruto, she replied. Then, do you remember what you told me you want that day? Naruto asked her, as Kasumi eyes then widened. Naruto, I said, as Naruto then cut her off. You said you want to start a family with me, Kasumi. Do you think I would want to have a family with someone I didn't love? At hearing this, she jumped on him. You love me, Naruto? I think I told you this before, Kasumi, but I'll say it again. I love you. And don't let anyone change your mind about that. What I feel for you is something stronger. It's stronger than anything I've ever felt through my whole life. So, how do you feel about the situation? I love you too, she said, as she was on him as she started to kiss him. Somewhere else in the forest, Sasuke cursed out as he yelled at the moon. He wanted power. He wanted revenge. He wanted Itachi to pay for what he did to his clan. Right now, he hasn't completed any one of his goals yet. Naruto was far stronger than him. He was weak. Why was he weak? He was an Uchiha. He was supposed to be strong. That's it. I am leaving this damn village. Who wants this worthless village anyway? I am going to leave tomorrow morning, and I will never see this place again. Screw this place, Sasuke shouted out. Well, that made this easier than we thought, said a voice as Sasuke turned to see 4 people coming out of the woods. It was a Sound 4. Who are you? Sasuke asked them. We are escorts of Orochimaru. We were told to bring you to Orochimaru as soon as possible, the guy with 6 arms said to Sasuke, making Sasuke raise an eyebrow and smirk. What took you so long? Sasuke asked. It's time I leave this damn place behind. Sasuke, said a voice. Everyone turned to see Sakura as she arrived from the woods as Sasuke scowled. This wasn't what he wanted right now. Who is that? Asked Teiwaya. Someone really annoying, said Sasuke. Sasuke, please don't leave Konoha. I can help you. Take me with you, Sakura said in tears. Sasuke simply rolled his eyes, while another of the four spoke. I am gonna be sick, said Teiwaya, as Jorobo nudged her in the side. As Sasuke then walked up to Sakura, how can you help me when you can't even help yourself at times? Sasuke, if you leave, I'll scream. Sasuke then vanished as he appeared behind her. You're still annoying as ever, he said, as he hit her in the back of the neck, knocking her out cold. But guys, I'm gonna be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. Remember, share to all of your friends in your social media platform. But for now, I'm out of here. Peace.